So this is my review of Wwf Attitude for the PS1. Now, I remember getting this game at a pawn shop in 2005 when I was like 7 years old. See, and I thought this was a pretty good wrestling game, but it reminded me a lot of Warzone. It was very similar to Warzone except for a few things I'll get into in this video that I'm about to do. But do this before the video starts, and in case you're wondering, like always, here's what the back looks like. Some images from the game. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now let's get on with the review. Wwf Attitude was released in 1999 for the PlayStation 1, Dreamcast, and Nintendo 64, and also the Game Boy Color. The intro starts with Thorn in Your Eye and some footage of WWF for 1998. Yeah, it's a really cool intro. What's cool after the intro is that they have a tribute to Owen Hart. Now, originally, whenever they have Owen Hart in the game, they were gonna have his blue blazer outfit, but they didn't have it in the game. They didn't put it in the game. Yeah. To my knowledge, and what firm I read, they didn't have the Owen Hart tribute in the Dreamcast version. And then we get the press start screen, which has Stone Cold on the menu, and it also has a couple other wrestlers in the game and some matches in the game. So yeah, it's pretty cool press start. And then we get into the main menu, which has utilities, which are the settings for the game. I found pretty cool is this language setting, which has T for teen or E for everyone, but you can also unlock bleep. But I didn't unlock it because I haven't played through the career mode yet, so I haven't unlocked anything. And then there's also another interesting option, which is that you can turn the blood on or off on the game. And then there's also the cheat menu, which as you can see, I haven't unlocked anything yet, because like I said, I haven't played through career mode. And then we have King of the Ring, which is basically just a King of the Ring tournament. And then we have pay-per-view, which is where you make your own pay-per-view in the game, so yeah. And then you have create a wrestler, which is where you, of course, create a wrestler. And then you have career mode, which is where you start off small, but then you work your way up to more bigger matches like Raw's War and stuff. And then you have exhibition mode, which has versus mode. You have Stone Cold, and here are Stone Cold's 4 attires in the game. You have Mankind, and then you have Mankind's 4 attires in the game. Notice how you don't have to unlock Dude Love or Cactus Jack again like you did in Warzone. They're in the game already, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Then you have Owen Hart. Owen Hart's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Triple H. And then you have Triple H's 4 attires in the game. And then you have D'Lo Brown. And then you have D'Lo Brown's 4 attires in the game. And then you have The Rock. And then you have The Rock's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Bradshaw. And then you have Bradshaw's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Farouk. And then you have Farouk's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Kane. You have Kane's 4 attires in the game. And then you have The Undertaker. And then you have The Undertaker's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Goldust. And then you have Goldust's 4 attires in the game. And then you have X-Pac. And then you have X-Pac's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Thrasher. And then you have Thrasher's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Mosh. And then you have Mosh's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Billy Gunn. And then you have Billy Gunn's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Road Dogg. And then you have Road Dogg's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Mark Henry. And then you have Mark Henry's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Ken Shamrock. And then you have Ken Shamrock's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Jeff Jarrett. And then you have Jeff Jarrett's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Steve Blackman. And then you have Steve Blackman's 4 attires in the game. And then you have Draws. And then you have Draws' 4 attires in the game. And then you have Val Venus. Then you have Val Venus 4 times in the game. And then you have Edge. And then you have Edge 4 times in the game. And then you have Gangrel. And then you have Gangrel's 4 times in the game. And then you have Al Snow. And you have Al Snow's 4 times in the game. And then you have the Godfather. And you have the Godfather's 4 times in the game. And you have the Big Boss. And you have Big Boss Man's 4 times in the game. And then you have Christian. And you have Christian's 4 times in the game. And you have 260. And I forgot to take pictures of 260 4 times in the game. So yeah, sorry about that. And I almost got to mention Dr. Death, he's in the game too. And these are his 4 times in the game. The Hardy Boys were going to be Wwf Attitude, but they didn't make the final cut of the game, but they did do a lot of motion capture for the game. And Jeff Hardy did a splash in the motion capture that really impressed and acclaimed the people that made the game. It really impressed them. Also, Tiger Alley was supposed to be in the game, but he didn't make the final cut. And William Regal was supposed to be in the game, but he didn't make the final cut either. WWF Attitude was going to have backstage areas, but they weren't included in the final cut of the game. But it was planned, but it never happened, so yeah. Now here's the settings for the gameplay. What I find pretty cool about this is that you can turn the announcer on or off. You can turn it on and off. The announcers of the game are Jerry Lawler and Shane McMahon. These are some match options that you can choose. And these are some stipulations for matches you can choose. Now the hardcore match is similar to the previous game of Warzone. With, how the weapons are thrown into the ring. How you can hit your opponents with the weapons. So here's all the weapons that there are in the game. A guitar case. A chair that's not folded. A guitar. A mop. And a camera. Now the cage match in this game is similar to the previous game of Warzone. You can throw your opponent onto the cage, which is pretty cool. Climb the cage, jump off of the cage, and escape the cage. Now tag team is the same as the last game. Like that of Warzone, there's a move list in this game. One while both you and your opponent are standing. One when you're in the tie-up position. And one move list for whenever your opponent is on the ground. Now like the last game, you have to do a combination of buttons to do a finishing move. But the great thing about this game is that unlike the previous game, it actually tells you what buttons to press on the move list when your opponent's in the red, so it's really cool. Oh, and this game has entrances. The previous game didn't have entrances, or whenever you played career mode it had entrances. Yeah, so it's a really cool thing that they did. Now before each match, your opponent or your character will say something to the other character. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing that they did in the game. And when you or your opponent wins, they'll be on the Titantron and it'll say 1. And after the match it'll tell you about all the moves you did and what percent you used of them and how much length of time was for the match. So it's a really cool thing. Especially the time thing. They should bring that back because that's really cool to have like the match length. There are also some arenas in the game, like the Raw is War arena, the Sunday Night Heat arena, and a house show arena. You can also make your own custom arena in this game, which is really cool. They give you like stadium ring lights, entrance, and stuff, and some banners to put. Yes, that's really cool. Like I made WrestleMania 14 and Survivor Series 1998, and I also made this arena. There are also some more match options like this, and this triangle match. There's also a Falls Count Anywhere match, and a Last Man Standing match. Also, whenever you play this game, there's the staff logo at the bottom left, which I think is trying to be like, the on TV. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, Attitude is really similar to Warzone, but I think they improved on a lot of things on Warzone. Yeah, it's still a really good game. Thanks for watching my review of Wwf Attitude for the PS1.